Buildings here in town recently switched to LED lighting. People involved with the switch say that switching up the dome's lighting was the icing on the cake. It's been looking this gray and gloomy all day long.
Prentice has been without a grocery store for more than a year now.
I'm going to try to show you guys what it is that I'm seeing right now. I would say there's at least a dozen different fire trucks.
Kids could start their day at Head Start and then walk right next door to spend the second half of their day in 4K. Police give Moen's account of what happened the night Charles Ramp was murdered. When people walk into Hanson Honey Farm to get a jar of their honey, it simply says honey on the ingredients label. And this machine isn't just used to save dogs and deer.
Hosting a 5K when there is several inches of snow on the ground isn't typical, but that didn't stop people from running or walking anyway.
This is an event that happened that people were familiar with each other and probably was targeted.
Officers responded to a report of a shooting at a home on East Maple Street in Abbotsford around 3 a.m. this morning. Officers found a male and female dead and another female injured.
The scene was secured and the gun was recovered.
Colby Abbotsford Police Chief Jason Bauer says officers quickly arrested the suspect.
He was found in close proximity to the residence.
Marathon County Investigations Officer Captain Greg Bean says the investigation is still in the early stages.
Our priority now is the scene.
That includes speaking to other people who Bean says were in the home at the time of the shooting.
We do have witnesses and some witnesses that we haven't spoken with yet.
People in the community were shocked when they learned of the shooting.
It just upset me very bad because this is a small town, family town, and you think of the big cities like Chicago and New York and all them, you know, but not Abbotsford.
Anna Lee Hoffman is concerned for her children and grandchildren who live in Abbotsford.
It overwhelms me how our society has gone lately. It's very saddening.
But officers say that the public is safe.
The point we wanted to get across today here is that the general public is not in any danger.
The district attorney's office says the suspect will have an initial appearance at Marathon County Court on Monday. The sounds of scanning and bagging signal the new Prentice Market in Delhi is now open.
We need this to keep our community alive.
Keeping the community alive is what prompted the Andre family to start up the grocery store after the previous one closed.
And that's when we realized, hey, something needs to be done.
We wanted to do this for our community.
Recent high school graduate Tyler Andre worked at the former IGA grocery store, and he saw its closing as an opportunity.
I always just dreamed of being a business owner.
Prentice has been without a grocery store for more than a year now. Customers who came to the grand opening of this new store today say they're glad to have a grocery store back in town.
I wrote him a thank you note.
Andre's parents admire his desire to support the community.
It made us feel really, really good.
Yep.
So
Proud of him.
yeah, very proud.
It took some pitching in to get the market up and running.
We couldn't do it all by ourselves, so we had a lot of help through the community. Our friends and family all came in and helped us clean and paint.
Now the Andre family hopes the community will reap the benefits of having a grocery store in town again.
I just hope it brings, more life into the community.
In Prentice, Dakota Sherrick, Newswatch 12. Most people prepare for a marathon by putting on shoes, pinning bibs, and maybe throwing on some sunscreen.
Does that neck get tight on you? Yeah.
But at this year's Journeys Marathon in Vilas County, one runner decided to take things a step further.
I like to run. I've been wearing t-shirts ever since I was a kid, so I'm pretty good at it. So I figured that if we could add a few more layers onto it, that could add a little bit of extra fun.
Steve Ruppel wanted to break the Guinness World Record for most number of t-shirts worn while running a half marathon.
Good luck. Thank you. When I was a kid, my mom bought me a Guinness World Record book from a garage sale for like 25 cents, and I read it cover to cover many times. So it's always been in my head.
A few months ago, Ruppel broke his first record by creating the tallest stack of donuts in 1 minute. He then decided to keep going, which didn't surprise his friends or family.
When he brought this up, I'm like, I want to see it. I want to be there when you're doing it, so let's make it happen.
He is always doing something new. He rarely sits down, so I'd like to say I was shocked, but I really wasn't.
Ruppel's wife, Abby, and his two friends worked together for more than 20 minutes to painstakingly layer 61 t-shirts.
Deep breath.
The weight thing is going to be a big issue because all the shirts is almost 30 pounds. Plus, if I start sweating more, then I just keep gaining weight as the race continues.
The struggle in each stride will be worth getting another record on the book.
Most people would think it's crazy, but it's kind of the norm for me.
Rupel plans to keep breaking records, and he hopes more people will start doing the same.
Pick out anything and just try it, because you're not going to know if you can do it until you try it.
In Vilas County, Dakota Sherrick, Newswatch 12.